What's up, dude? It's your pal, Hulk Hogan, here with an exciting story for extreme Jersey history. You know, one of my favorite places to visit in all of the Pine Barrens is the ghost town of Atsion. I'm on my way there now. Won't you join me? Okay, now listen up, suckers. Atsion was a colonial ironworks village with a known history dating all the way back to 1755. Which is when it was purchased. But 10 years later, in 1765, permission was obtained from the New Jersey Assembly to build a dam to be used to power a sawmill. Like many, or even most Pine Barren towns, Atsion was a company town, founded around industry, just like America, brother. In 1766, Charles Reed dammed the Atsion River. Not that he didn't like it, he just wanted to stop that water flow, and here's why. Because he erected an ironworks there, and that successfully operated for a number of years. Not one or two, but a larger number. And around the forge grew a village that included 19 homes for workers. Oh yeah, a house for the manager, barns, stables, a grist mill, 2 sawmills, a company store, and a church, you better believe it, oh yeah. Here's something else you need to know. The ironworks eventually became engaged in foreclosure proceedings. The furnace, the forge, they were shut down, and the property was up for sale. The villagers moved away, and Atsion became a ghost town. Around 1819, Samuel Richards bought the town, and a few years later, reopened the forge and furnace! And under Richards' leadership, a town reached its highest prominence. Oh, let me tell you, in 1826, Mr. Richards, he built a large mansion. He built a large mansion. He built a large mansion. And in 1827, he then built a company store. And in 1828, he built a Quaker church. Now, in its heyday during the Richards era, at least 100 workers at the forge produced stoves, steps for the State House in Trenton, and fire hydrant tops in Philadelphia. There were about 24 dwellings for those 100 workers, and they loved it living there. At least that's what they told their boss. Now, after Richards died in 1842, you gotta understand, the Atsion Ironworks shut down because a better grade of iron was discovered in Pennsylvania. Well, that's what they'd have you believe, but some might say that Richards was all that was holding that together because he was a mountain of a man, and once he left, that was it. The magic was gone, brother. Now, Samuel Richards' son-in-law then tried to build a paper mill on the property, but it appears that it never opened. Now broke, the son-in-law fled the country to possibly evade creditors. Yeah, he spent his remaining years in Brussels. In 1871, Philadelphian Maurice Raleigh bought the property and enlarged the paper mill. He made it larger and turned it into a cotton mill, from paper to cotton. And Raleigh built a school, restored the church, opened new shops, and by 1880, Atsion Village had a population of not 1, not 2, but 300 people. And the cotton mill successfully ran until Raleigh's death in 1882. After Raleigh's death, his children unsuccessfully attempted to establish a planned community named Raleigh after their father. Now, this land that was a failed Raleigh community was part of the land that Joseph Wharton bought in 1892 as part of a larger purchase of 140,000 acres of land, all in the Pine Barrens. His plan, which never came to fruition, was to tap the Pine Barrens' vast underground reserves and supply Philadelphia with water. That's right, in 1954, the state purchased Atsion and all of its surrounding land. Let's do